I will not get used to it. You're not my dog.
But
I accept all gifts.
She is very well behaved. A proper lady.
She's adopted me for not.
Welcome to Nightwatch.
Hey there, Midnighters and Moonlighters. Welcome to Nightwatch. This is your closer-in-chief. I'm here with Big Smoke.
Ahoy!
And our silent guest lady.
A good puppy. Who has adopted me for one evening. She has scarcely left my side. You made my leg fall asleep laying on me.
She's got her couch cuddle buddy for the night.
Yeah, huge doggy dog.
But we just got done watching the first two episodes, at least, of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, got things to say about it.
Yes. All right. So, Big Smoke, this is your second watch through, so I imagine you have caught a couple of more things.
Yeah.
All right. So let's hear it. What do you got for us?
It's a real story about an underdog who, by all evidence, doesn't have a chance in the world. He had a master who was a low down nothing bastard for decades. He was barely a blip on the map.
He's a hedge knight of no renown.
Yeah. And now he's dead, and now he has to come up. But he's coming up from nowhere. I mean, he
really has to.
Yeah.
He has no choice.
He has no choice. And the bad part about it is, like, he has basically has to depend on people, lords and ladies' good graces. You could tell they remembered this guy, or worse, they have no clue who this guy is.
Right.
But either way, they're going, yeah, I don't know this dude. Sorry, dude. You're out of luck.
Yeah, I can't help you.
I can't help you.
I can't be bothered to help you.
Yeah. Next.
And it's not just the lords and ladies' good graces. It's everyone. Like, literally, the first episode, he needed help and information from a couple of whores,
It's like the common thing is, you're big and stupid. You're big and stupid.
I like you. You're not trying to cheat me. You're big and dumb.
You're just big and stupid.
Yeah.
I like you. Oh man,
and he takes it in stride for the most part.
It bothers him though.
It does bother him, but on the outside though, he doesn't let people see that it bothers him.
Yeah,
that's. I'd say I can relate. I mean, I've never been called stupid. Besides by my closest friends, but
the people who really care about me,
the people who really know who I am, they've called me stupid a couple of times.
God,
I mean, playful ribbing aside, it's you get a lot of people the blunt, honest types. I tend to actually appreciate that a little bit more than I take offense to it. If somebody's willing to tell me straight to my face, like, you're kind of fucking stupid, you're a bit of an idiot, and they mean it, then I'll accept that at face value of at least they're an honest person, So,
at least they're honest in that respect,
right?
I mean, I've had people like, okay, you always hear about the racism that has gone on or going around and stuff, but I've met a few people and like, yeah, I don't like you ninjas, and it's like, oh yeah, I don't like you either. I mean, for different reasons, but I can accept that you don't like me for that. Okay, cool.
Appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
Not, a lot.
Yeah, screw your mom too. But I can respect the honesty in that case, because now I don't have to devote any brain power to the niceties.
There was a Twitter post I saw not too long ago. It says, it's like, you know what? I will go fuck myself, but the horse I rode in on was just doing his job.
And this show, we watched 2 episodes.
Yes, definitely a slow burn.
Extremely slow.
But it's a dense slow burn, though. There's a lot in there. There's a lot to unpack. Guy's got his master's sword and shield. That's the only thing out of his old armor set that fit him, you know. And even then, just a bit
Barely,
less,
yeah. It's small shield.
Yeah, it's a long sword. It's his master's broadsword, long sword. It's like a hand and a half sword, essentially. But in his hand, it looks kind of puny.
I mean, when the very first time I watched it, on your recommendation, I went, all right, let me check this out.
Yeah, I saw the trailers, and I saw what looked like a happy-go-lucky story set in Game of Thrones universe.
And that's what I went into it thinking. Oh, this is going to be like kinder, gentler Game of Thrones. No.
It's a kinder, gentler protagonist in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he's not going to die in the first episode. That's kind of what happens in Game of Thrones. You know, you don't get used to people. They die pretty quickly.
But so far, nobody's died other than his master. Though.
Yeah. And that's it. No one's died. A lot of crap people digging on you and putting you down.
And there are like some classic, versions of those characters, like the typical pieces of shit mercenaries or knights that don't give a damn. But then there are a lot of good, like decent people. You know, I mean, maybe not all of them honest. We don't know yet. They could end up being the real bastards of the show. You know, but
yeah, you get that one lord is like just drinking and messing around and dancing and.
That was Lionel
or something.
That's it, Lionel Baratheon. Yeah.
It is, he's like you big lout over there. The one standing with his head hitting the top of the tent. Come over here. Who are you?
Yeah.
Why are you here eating my food? You know?
I was told that. I was taught that every man either wants your help or your head. Mm-hmm. So what do you want? You come, empty-handed. Are you here for my head? It's like, no. His eyes got all real big.
What are you here for? Your
supper.
Food.
That makes sense.
He was eating when he walked up. He was eating a whole bunch of pie.
Yeah, it's like. And then it just dissolved into, you know what? I like you. You're big, dumb, and you're honest.
Yeah.
And you're not after anything that I have. So come drink with me. Yeah. By the end of that scene, he's got him wearing his crown.
Wearing his crown. Yeah.
Sitting there drinking like they're old buddies, you know? Yeah. Oh, I love that. They call him the Laughing Storm, right? And it's that classic madman stereotype.
Yeah.
It's your Jack Sparrow, your fucking what was the bard's name in A Knight's Tale.
Oh man, that's too far back.
Yeah.
Knight's Tale.
Yeah,
I barely remember that movie.
Just how he showed up in that movie, just naked in a barrel or whatever it was, and just anybody that could take a serious universe like that and just live in it with a smile on your face, laughing, and like. You'd have to be a little bit crazy in that setting to be like that, but it's still just I love that. I love it so much.
Yeah, they were just sitting there watching the games, and Baratheon walks up on them again. Hey, do you answer the call of war?
I need your strength.
I need you. Come here. And it just grabs him and puts him at the end of a tug of war. And then he has the nerve to bail out on the tug of war.
He didn't bail. He just stopped for a drink real quick.
He's like, I'm thirsty. And everybody's like, ah! And he's like, yeah, I'm thirsty. I'll be back.
And he hops back in. Pulls that last 2 feet.
Yeah, because he's Lord Baratheon and he can do that. And everybody else has to stay there. But he's just like, yeah, I'm thirsty. I'll be right back.
I'm sure that's foreshadowing of something coming up. He's going to take all the credit of.
It's going to mean something later. But he's like, and then the second day of this tourney, it is like basically it's just what is it? What would you call it?
It's like orientation day. It's like everybody's showing up.
It's like a modern, it's like an old Renaissance fair.
Yeah, it's entertainment. It's shows. It's puppet theater, literally, and it's carnival. It's festival. It's people are drinking, partying, and having a good time. They're carousing, and
we have a prostitute tent right next door.
It's red light district, man.
I mean, it's literally right next door.
That's where the good money's at. Yeah,
dudes walking with their ass and their balls out. I'm like,
yeah, So there's a lot of that happening.
There's a lot of that.
I mean, it is Game of Thrones universe, so it's
so-
HBO for you. But
So it was like, God, man. A chick that was playing dead
yeah,
sat up, freaked her way out. Oh, crap. She's like, you're supposed to be dead.
which that's got some unsettling imagery. It's somebody coming in there to play around with a dead prostitute, a quote unquote dead prostitute.
Yeah.
Somebody's got some kinks and
That's
some fetishes to work out. Yeah.
Kink back in Game of Thrones.
I like it when they just lay there.
Oh, man, that is so nasty. But
It's like
you got the money. If you got the money. You
Circling some ice first. I want it to be nice and cold.
telling you, man, that was some weird shit going on in that show. And that's just 2 episodes. We didn't even get to all of it.
I know. I gotta. Either we have to, or I have to. Well, obviously, you're gonna continue watching.
I'm gonna keep watching
I'm
it.
gonna definitely check out some more of it. But for tonight, as a bit of an impromptu, hey, let's sit down and watch the show real quick and then talk about it. First 2 episodes in, I'm giving it a thumbs up for sure. I love the setting so far. What you said when it was first starting about the how everything looks on the camera, the effects of the what did you call it? This is the cinematography of it. I mean, everything's bright and vibrant
And crystal
clear. It looks like you're really there. I
can imagine seeing this in like 1987. I don't think I would have liked it as much. But the camera, the depth, what is close up is really crystal clear, and then you can see the dimensions in the background is really out. Really close. It's really crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, man, I feel like I can just walk right through the screen and get on that horse and get the lance through my freaking neck.
Right.
And some of the action, it's like, man, I'm pretty sure they can't claim that no animals or people were hurt during the making of this show. Because some of those crashes, you're like, okay, I know it's acting, but how did they fake that? How did they do it?
I'd love to see the behind the scenes for sure, But I mean, I'm sure it was similar to what they did back in the original series. Whenever they had that big war that broke out, and that scene with all the horses clashing and shit, and it's like, I'm sure that there is some. Maybe there are stunt horses, trained to take a fall. But I mean, that's a dangerous, risky thing.
Because those horses were falling on people. He's like, okay, I know homeboy's got to go to work the next day. How did he do that? How did they make that happen? Because that looked real as fuck.
Right. Yeah. I mean, maybe dummy horses, and then they CGI the.
Nah, that wasn't CGI. That was a real or real something, a real prop falling over. Anyway, I got lost in the minutia. I'm like, man, that looked like it hurt.
Right.
So they did their job because it had me worried about people, and I gotta admit, the dialogue is awesome.
Oh, very well written.
The dialogue is awesome. You better be here when I get back, because if you're not, I'm going to hunt you down with dogs. He goes, you don't have any dogs. I'll get some. From
where? Then just starts barking at him. It's so good. It is just so good, and I love how there's background stuff happening. You can tell there's subplot. Because whenever he's going into that room with all the lords in it and everything, trying to find literally anybody that remembers his old master, right? Because he needs sponsorship to get into the games, and they're talking about the princes are missing type stuff. It reminds me of when you play something like The Witcher or Kingdom Come Deliverance, right? You're overhearing things that would pop up as subquests or
it's going to be important later,
maybe. Or maybe they just keep focusing on this guy while all the other subplot stuff happens in the background. It's like, oh yeah, this is Game of Thrones. There's still Game of Thrones things happening. But Sir Duncan, though.
The Tall.
Sir Duncan the Tall.
Because first he was just Dunk.
Yeah.
And he realized, okay.
Sir Dunk.
Yeah, Sir Duncan. Oh, okay, that's even more stupid. Sir Duncan. Sir Duncan of what?
Well, I don't know where I'm from.
Yeah, Sir Duncan, he straightens up the Tall.
Well, because oh shit, I already forgot his name again. Lionel Branthan. He's like, you're tall, claim it, be it.
Yeah, why you slouching? Yeah. You ever get hit in the face?
You get punched in the face. Statistically, bigger people tend to get punched in the face.
Bigger people get punched more.
but I love the bit about, be tall or I'll burn you for being
what do I do again? We burn them.
For heretics.
Yes, of course. Yes, they burn you at the stake.
But I love that. He's like, be that or I'll burn you as a heretic or I'll stab you or throw you off some tall pedestal. What do we do? What do we get? We burn them, sir. Right. Anyways, why are you here?
He just totally go off. He's like he went on tangents
more
than we do.
I swear to God, it's like we both mentioned a little bit ago. It's like they're not taking themselves too seriously with it, but it is
serious.
Yeah, and to me that just screams authenticity. It feels realistic. It feels more real than the original show for sure, and in a very obviously fantastical setting. It's.
And I'm saying the dialogue catches me off guard. Are you Lord Baratheon? No, I'm not. Get the way out. Get out of the way, you fucking. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, yeah. Get out of the way. You're in the hallway.
Oh, he's in a horse stable, but yeah.
It's like, okay, and this is the paranoid in me. The security was really lax because he was walking all through that spot. Big old dude like him walking through the spot.
Right, nobody stopped.
Nobody stopped.
He just took dude's horse. Well, all right, but to be fair, it's...
Okay, now if you stole a Baratheon horse, you wouldn't live the day.
That wasn't the Baratheons. That was the Targaryens.
That was the Targaryens. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, you wouldn't. You'd get hunted down quick.
But I mean, two of the Crown's Guard were literally right there. So I mean, like it was like he was doing it in front of the cops, and the cops were just like, "All right, if he tries to steal the horse, we got him, dead to rights." But until then, he's dressed like a stable boy. He's acting like a stable boy.
It's like he got mistaken for a stable boy. He got mistaken for a page. Walks through the freaking castle, and then he gets audience with the king and the Baratheons. And he's like,
well, this is peacetime Westeros, so I mean, like it's they're not all up in arms and they're not worrying about assassinating
each other.
Yeah, it is not the Game of Thrones time.
Like I said, I'm just paranoid because if I saw a big dude like that walking around with a sword, I'd be like, oh, whoa, he doesn't have our colors on. He's armed. And he's armed. He's walking through our castle. He might snatch a little girl and run off with her. I mean, but it's just me. I get it.
Telling you, Big Smoke, if I had a kingdom of my own, you would definitely be either head of the Crown's Guard or you would be spy master. One of the two.
Yeah, my name is Big Smoke. Security. I would be the name that nobody wants heard because I feel like you're not supposed to be here. But Big Smoke, whacker. Give me that kind of authority. Everybody would be on their P's and Q's.
Right.
Jesus. He kept being called big and stupid. Even that little girl ran by him. She's like, shh, you need to be quiet. You're like basically telling him how to be a spy because he was being too loud. Shh, the princes, they're missing. And he was like, what? She goes, you're big and stupid. And she runs off.
Did she either smacked him or she pretended to smack him?
Yeah, she hit him and then ran off, called him big and stupid.
I mean, it's a great way to show without telling, that he is just this big, like, peaceful.
He's just honest and he's
genuine.
He takes it one moment at a time. Now, he might be a little slower. I wouldn't necessarily call him stupid, but he definitely is slower than most people. But I don't think you can make him mad and get away with it.
Oh no,
because I think with that, I guess that sureness and that quietness, I think that can turn into very vicious rage at a moment's notice. And they showed a few times where he handled the sword. It seemed like nothing in his hand.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably what's going to save him.
Right. It's just going to be, I mean, he doesn't even need to be good with the blade.
No,
he
just has to, big and strong.
Yeah, he's going to overpower you Yeah, it's like the mountain, but
Because like when he was fighting with his knight had the shield. He's beating him down with the shield. He beat him to the ground. He had to pick him back up. Oh, get back up, sir, get back up. And he go, come on, let's do it again. He's like, yeah, I'm sure that's happened many times when he just kind of beat that old guy to the ground.
You know, I feel like it's going to be one of those things where he's not going to do it in defense of himself. It'll be protecting somebody else. I think that's going to be what really sets him off the edge. But what really caught my eye was right there at the end of that second episode, right? They just finished watching the first round of the tournament. You know, it's nighttime. It's like you said, horses crashing into each other and just people just dropping on their horses and shit. It's just very violent, very overwhelming all at once. And he's standing there watching. Yeah, he's watching. He's seeing all this for the first time.
And these are pros.
And he's realizing what this really is. And he's sitting there quiet at the campfire afterwards, and it's like, oh, that shook him. That got him a little scared. He's a little worried. No, determined.
Yeah,
eager.
He's like,
he's like, all right, now I know.
He's like, yeah, my master was 60 years old, never won one of these things. He was a loser, basically. I mean, he said it. All he did was drink and whore women. He got enough coin to keep him in the bottle and keep him in the nearest, prostitute guy. Beyond that, he wasn't much. And nobody remembered him, or they chose not to.
Right.
And he goes, and I was his squire, and that's all he left me. Out of all that, all I got was this dumb shield and a sword. All I got was this stupid T-shirt.
Well, I mean, he had his armor, but he didn't fit the armor.
No, he didn't fit it. He basically had the guys like making pieces. Yeah, he's like, here, I got pieces of metal you can do.
Yeah, listen, he's scrapping out the armor is what he's doing. It's like you can smelt this down and reuse it, But I need something that'll fit me. And he sold the horse. He didn't sell all three of the horses. He only sold one horse. Oh, and he needs at least one horse.
He needs his war horse. So he didn't sell the war horse, but he definitely sold one of the stags.
The pack horse.
The pack horses. He sold one of those.
Yeah. I don't know. He's gonna be.
He's like it's kind of like I'm back against the wall and I got nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, I mean and you love that kind of underdog story. You know? It's, and I love how like sentimentally attached he is like to the horses. Not even to his own horses, even to the Targaryen horse that he was helping out. He's got that classic like people are better, or animals are better than people because an animal won't lie to you,
Well, he started out the episode with him talking to the animal.
Talking to the horses,
like, what are we going to do from now on? He said, if I sold you, I'd live really good for about a year or two.
I'd eat like a king.
Yeah. What do I do then? And then you can hear the horses snickering at the right moment. Like, you better not sell me. We've been together for a long time,
I'm definitely eager to see more of this show. It's been a long time since I've seen like an actual fantasy series that has hooked me like this.
And I'm sad to say that I feel the same way.
Oh, don't feel sad. Embrace the optimism and the hopeful. Embrace the good.
That's spoken by a 30-something. See, I'm 50. I don't have that kind of faith anymore at the long decades that I've lived.
But all the more reason to embrace it, to see it as a good thing.
I've seen sci-fi after sci-fi. Firefly, like, comment, and subscribe. God,
it's gonna be our next one. That's our next Star Wars.
I'm telling you, I've seen. I won't even mention the other star anything.
Star Wars, Star Trek,
every one of them.
Stargate.
All of them go down bad. All of them have.
Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers that's popcorn movie. That was
the first one.
The first one. Yeah. The second and the third one. And
what about the 5th, 6th, 7th one?
And the animes are pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some anime Starship Trooper ones. Those were interesting. They all go down bad though. This one, I watched it, and even though it was an hour of drag your feet, you saw stuff in it. You go, Dude walks in the end, and it's like no one in there. And he's like, okay, I'm leaving. And then this chick walks out, and she's like, this old, mom-looking innkeeper. She's like, hey, come on, say what you want, He sits down, and out of nowhere, This drunk wakes up and goes, "I dreamt of you. Stay away from me." And then I'm like, did I fall asleep? Who the hell? What the hell? And homeboy stumbles up the stairs and I'm like, never to be seen again. He's like,
not yet. I mean, we're only 2 episodes in.
Yeah,
I'm sure he will circle back around.
Okay, but see, in a lot of other stuff, it happens like that.
Right. Well, and in a lot of other things, that's like the call to action. It's the call to adventure. There we go. It's, I mean, hell, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion starts off very similarly. You have, Sir Patrick Stewart giving his very amazing and well done voice acted narration of and intro, and then he's playing the Emperor Uriel, and he comes into your jail cell. And it's like, oh, I've seen you in my dreams, and it's literally the exact same thing. It's like, oh, I got that reference.
He's like, oh, there. I've heard that before.
So it's. So I'm assuming that, and again, apparently this is based off of an actual book that was done as a spin-off book from the series, or a short story, something. I saw at the end credits based off of a hedge knight's tale or something like that.
It's be interesting to see how it works out. Two episodes in.
The Hedge Knight is what.
The Hedge Knight?
Yeah. The Hedge Knight is series premiere.
Oh, man. But it's a book written by R.R. Martin? Did George Martin write it?
Hang on. Yes. So George R.R. Martin, author of the Tales of Dunk and Egg novellas. So short novels, in which the series is based, is credited as co-creator and executive producer alongside Ira Parker, who's the showrunner.
Man, who did this? I mean, but is it a finished collection though?
That's a great question. Tales of Dunk and Egg is a series of fantasy novellas with George R. R. Martin set in the world of his A Song of Ice and Fire novels. They follow the adventures of Dunk, the future Lord Commander of the King's Guard, Sir Duncan the Tall, and Egg, the future King.
What?
Apparently, well, spoiler alert. Egg is apparently the future King Aegon Targaryen.
He's a Targaryen, the little bald kid?
Well, that explains why he was freaking out every time the Targaryens showed up. And also why he's bald, to cut all of his white hair off.
Holy crap. Maybe he's on the run.
Some 90 years before the events of the novels. So this is like 8 or 2 generations before the events of... Because whenever the Targaryens showed up and they were in there, they were talking about the 2 princes, and I'm pretty sure they were.
Maybe he was one of them.
Well, no, the 2 princes by name. Were the
his sons. That's right.
They were the ones that were supposed to take over the Iron Throne.
Okay, this gives me a perspective that now I got to read the damn books. No. I'm not going to read the book.
I mean, they're short books, at least.
I'm not going to read the book because I can tell you right now, the way Hollywood is making crap now again is probably going to be, relevant in name only.
Well, the 3 novellas have been published: The Hedge Knight, 1998, The Sworn Sword, 2003, and The Mystery Knight, 2010. And Martin has stated his intention to continue the series.
No. See, right there is the problem. 2010 was the last book.
Yeah.
He's never going to finish. He's never going to finish. See, it's this kind of crap that makes me upset.
Martin has said that he would like to write a number of these stories varying from 6 to 12 from interview to interview, covering the entire lives of these 2 characters.
Nah, he's not going to finish. 16-year gap. He's smoking weed in the back room. He's not doing it.
They already made the series based off of the book, so what's the point?
Yeah. See, it's gonna happen just like Game of Thrones, where they're just gonna filler right the last 2 seasons, and it's gonna be crap.
Right.
I heard somebody talking about Game of Thrones up to season 7. He goes, if you could just forget season 8. And just let your imagination wander from season 7.
Wait, they did an 8th season?
I think it was a 7. How many seasons were there?
It's 8 seasons.
8 seasons, yeah.
The joke is we don't talk about
that joke. Yeah, it totally went by me. Yeah, you're right. Just totally went by me. Just totally forget the season 8.
I mean, realistically, you could just lament it as an unfinished series, and because I mean, honestly, it was showrunner writers writing that 8th season. It wasn't the original authors, so like it's in no way, shape, or form canon.
No.
You know, Martin could declare it as canon, but I mean,
You know, it would never happen. But what if someone bought the rights to it and just did an entire 8th season and forgot about the 8th season that they wrote?
the problem is that the only ones with money to throw around like that is Disney, and I don't want Disney to do a Game of Thrones season.
Get Elon Musk to buy.
I don't think he cares enough. It's not about space.
I mean, yeah, he's got enough money. He just begged Elon Musk to do it. Elon, we need a better ending. Come on, bro, please. Please buy this. It's what that's in your change drawer. You can buy that from your change drawer. I got a couple. Oh shit! Where did I put this $300 million? Oh, there it is. It's under my Latin lace underwear. There it is, right there.
He's gonna go up into space, go find that car that he launched up there, dig around the center console, pull a few bitcoins out.
I left it out here. So, oh, there it is. We can catch it before we get to the sun. Come on, let's go. Yeah, Elon, I gotta write you up, man. We gotta fix this Game of Thrones shit. We gotta fix it.
I just hit up my boy Elon real quick.
Oh my God!
Just wait until Elon Musk listens to this episode of this podcast. It's like, you know what, Big Smoke, that's a good idea.
I mean, that's how it happened when he bought freaking X. Someone texted him and said,
did it for the memes.
Yeah, he texted him and said, "Hey, dude, maybe you should buy this." And his next text was like, "You know, maybe I would." And he bought it. He overpaid, and now it's like a freaking money engine.
Here he's supposed to be bringing Vine back. I mean, I'm sure that means nothing to you because it was, it's just more short form content.
It's just more short. But look, okay, I pay attention to Elon Musk because that dude, when he thinks of something,
he's got that Midas touch. He
does
makes
not
money.
miss. No. He's late, but he doesn't miss.
I mean, I don't see those flamethrowers of his on the store shelves yet.
He's late. It's gonna happen. I mean,
I honestly,
this dude,
I love the SpaceX stuff and what they've been doing with that. The Starlink, I have Starlink. It's amazing.
Exactly.
I want them to stick with that.
Look, okay,
it's good.
Okay, here's a problem with that.
I mean, I want boots on the ground on Mars, and he's helping with that. So.
All he's doing is getting women pregnant, and
he's got to help produce the next generation of geniuses.
Whatever he's doing.
How many kids has he got now? Like
14.
Jesus.
Look, all I can say is this: he's banging a whole bunch of chicks, getting them pregnant. It's not that he's just banging chicks; he's getting them pregnant, and then he's going, "Okay, next, I gotta put people on Mars." Okay,
and then
you keep that one cooking. We'll work on number 15. I mean, it's like.
Well, and like, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna have some kind of like, Squid Games type thing? Whenever he gets enough kids to see who takes over his company, the best of the best becomes the heir.
I don't think it's gonna.
It'll be a Game of Thrones, and that's when he'll revamp the series and bring out that last season.
Goes to Netflix, goes in his change drawer, throws a couple stacks out of here. It's mine now. We're gonna do it the Musk way. Gee, man.
He'll just walk into the boardroom at HBO.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, "All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make next season of Game, or we're gonna redo the last season of Game of Thrones." It's like, why are you here? Who are you? Wait, Elon Musk, what are you doing here?
And then you just point to someone and they disappear. Like I was saying.
It's like, hey, you're fired. You can't fire me. Yes, I can. I own the company now.
Yeah.
Check the stock market. Elon Musk buys controlling majority of HBO.
Remember he walked in with the kitchen sink? He walked in with the kitchen sink on Twitter when he first acquired it. Yeah, we need to get Elon Musk on this. He's got to buy Game of Thrones back. He can do it. and he's what? How many CEOs are like him who own their entire company outright?
Let's say controlling ownership like that. Not many.
No. There's not many.
I mean, nothing as big as what he's got, for sure. I mean, Bezos, maybe.
Yeah, Bezos doesn't care.
Bill Gates.
Yeah, Bill Gates he's like, okay, he's big enough. He's big enough, but he's so corporate and intertwined with everything.
Oh yeah,
because he obeys freaking European laws. He doesn't really. He shouldn't, but he does. They twisted him up in knots, and now he does whatever the European law says.
Well, it kind of has to if he wants to maintain selling his product in.
No, he doesn't. He could do like Elon Musk did. Elon Musk took Starlink out of every European Union country. He simply deleted all of their accounts. Okay, billions of money just gone, and he doesn't care.
Right.
Like, okay,
once you hit a certain point, it's.
Well, he had that conference. She's like, he goes, "You guys try to blackmail me with money? Go fuck yourself." And for those who didn't understand what I said, go fuck yourself. That's how he feels. I mean, there's not another person on the planet that's like that.
Right.
You get that kind of money, you start to get scared to lose it.
Most people do, but those are the ones that have made the money or inherited the money, but they're not making more money. They're not continuing to make it like he does. He just keeps making it.
He keeps making more money.
He's rolling in it. And
I mean, he's now got his own AI company. He's rolling out the automatic taxi company with the Tesla AI in it, and he's got the robotics, Optimus. He's got the Optimus robot company. He's getting on. Well, they're talking about they're going to be able to, huh?
Atomo?
No, it's Optimus.
Is it?
Fact check.
I have no idea what his robotics company is called.
But yeah, and I don't think, and all of those, they're all in shop. I think those are single owned entities. Those aren't corporate share. He doesn't have to answer to a board of directors.
Optimus, also known as Tesla Bot, is a general purpose robotic humanoid under development by Tesla Inc. So it's a Tesla brand.
It's a Tesla brand, but it's its own separate. I see, like they're talking about putting more of those things on the planet than people.
I'll say Elon Musk stated in 2022 that he thinks Optimus has the potential to be more significant than Tesla's vehicle business over time. That's gonna be some iRobot type shit, man.
Yeah, I don't care.
We're heading for a cyberpunk future, man.
I don't care as long as he buys the last season of Game of Thrones, and we get to redo that shit. That shit was fugazi, man. They need to take the original copy and burn it in the fireplace, never to be seen again. In fact, Elon, buy up every copy that every fan has bought and destroy it and remake it again. Get all those cast members.
I don't think they ever put out an 8th book.
Huh?
He never put out an 8th book.
No, he didn't put out a book, but I'm saying I'm talking about the last season of Game of Thrones.
Oh, every copy, like the DVD.
Every copy of that shit that's been downloaded, just archive it and destroy it.
Yeah.
And then just make it again better, And on top of that, it might as well. Well, they're all old and shit now, but we can get some new cast members for Firefly and get season 2 and 3. Hell, start it from season 1 again, dude.
Just revamp the series.
Elon, do that shit, dude. You don't care about money. You could do that shit.
He cares about money. But he cares about it for the sake of what he can do with it, not for the money itself.
The guy once said that if he lost every penny he got, he could actually just go to other rich people and say, "Hey, I got this idea. Give me money, and I'll make you even more money." And people would give him the money.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The guy lives like I won't say he lives like he's broke, but he doesn't do the lavish lifestyle.
Nah, he's very simplistic, very minimalist.
Yeah, he's minimal. He calls himself a minimalist. Dude's worth $500 billion. How minimal can you live?
I mean, he's also autistic as fuck. So I mean. He really is. He's got that.
Hallelujah for the autistic guy, dude. I mean,
he's an idol for us all. No.
Look,
but on the minimalist sake, it's like I've owned 3 posters in my entire life, only ever hung up 2 of them. So I mean, like as far as decoration and stuff goes, you've been in my spot over form.
Yeah, you've been in my spot. I I'm not autistic by any stretch of the imagination, but I do live pretty simple.
You're very Spartan.
Yeah, I'm very simple. I got pictures of my daughters. I mean, the paintings that they painted for me when they were kids. I've never let those things go. In fact, that was probably one of the few things I was like, during the divorce, I'm like, I'm keeping this. This is mine.
And that's not even decoration. That's sentimental attachment.
Yeah, you walk in the door, that's the first thing you see. I remember when I took a picture of my apartment, my kids said, "Is that my painting?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "You got our paintings?" I'm like, "I got all of them." They're the first thing I see when I walk in. You know, they started crying.
I believe it. Yeah.
They started crying. I'm like, what? Oh, shit, what did I do? I did something wrong. Fuck. I try not to do too many things wrong when it comes to my kids.
I thought I was doing something nice.
Yeah. Thought I was being a good dad, and I fucked it up. Ah, man, I'm sorry. Oh, no, this is so beautiful. I'm like, oh, that was a good thing. Oh, cool. Cool.
Yes, I meant to do that.
That's right. I'm a dad, baby. But that's how I live. But dude, if I had $500 billion to play with, I'd have at least 6 other bedrooms. I'd have at least 4 other bathrooms.
Nah, because you got to pay
and
somebody
it
to come
definitely
and
would be
clean
cleaner
it.
than the one I got now.
Nah, man, I'd keep it simple. I'd get much bigger property, but the house itself would be.
Yeah, I'm bullshitting. I tape up the bumper of my car. I could have easily gotten that shit fixed for $100, and I taped it.
You're frugal.
Yeah, I go with what works.
But you've had to be. We're poor.
Yeah. Yeah, as people would say, I'm down bad.
You are not down bad.
Well, I'm down bad from what I was, and like I constantly say that no one seems to believe me. I'm much happier now,
Right.
Because I don't have to worry about too much. I mean, beyond the car and the rent, I'm pretty much stable.
I mean, guy like Elon Musk, he's changing millions of lives on a daily basis.
Thousands of employees. He writes the checks.
I say every single person that has ever been affected by his products. You know, he's got to make sure that his fucking AI powered cars aren't out there running people down on the road. You know, he's got a lot of riding on.
I keep Skynet at bay.
He is the chosen one. He is our John Connor.
And it's all connected too, man. He's got an infrastructure network.
I mean,
that connects everything to everything else he owns. And they're on the road.
He's probably got a real legit Jarvis in his place.
Probably. Or Friday.
Yeah, he's got to have something that's just
10 times better than Siri or ChatGPT.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. This is something custom built with servers the size of a fucking football field buried underneath of his house. But he's got to have control and observation of everything simultaneously. And the only thing that would be able to keep up with him doing that would be some kind of advanced AI system, I'm sure.
Well,
I wouldn't be surprised if he already has a Neuralink in himself,
He's got that one dude now his Neuralink interface now, he's surfing the internet at the speed of thought.
He's playing games.
And
he's playing video games.
Yeah, you see that shit, I'm like, oh crap, he's getting kind of fast with that. And I'm like, oh God, I mean, all they need to do is put him up against those Koreans on the other side of the ocean.
Playing some StarCraft.
Yeah, and he starts beating their asses.
Another Star Series.
And then everybody else just start freaking plugging themselves in. Next thing you know, we'll have a bunch of Cybermen running around.
Oh my God. Oh no, what was that one? It was Doctor Who. It was one episode that had Simon Pegg in it, and it was like a station, and it was a news, or it was a TV broadcast station. It was basically the future of BBC, right? And all the guys at the top, they had like a big open fucking thing in the front of their forehead that went directly in their brain.
Out shit.
Yeah, and the rest of them were all like corpses that were connected to the network, and it was. Oh, God,
yeah, we can hope that shit don't come true.
You know what that reminds me of? So there's another Starfinder, right? Based off of Pathfinder, based off of D&D. And they have what's called the Corpse Fleet. because there's an entire planet of necromancers that were turned undead because of some cataclysmic planet-destroying weapon that
whole planet from?
They fired off this weapon and destroyed a planet, but the backlash of it was basically like a massive dose of radiation to the whole planet, and basically nuked themselves to fire this weapon, and it turned all of them undead, turned the whole planet undead and radiated. And they technically abide by the conventions and rules and laws of the solar system, but there's a offshoot of like extremists known as Corpse Fleet, and they are doing what undead do and basically running like wraiths and pirates out in the fucking asteroid belt. And their ships in the Corpse Fleet, instead of running computers, they just have a bunch of undead plugged in and running in like a big ass conduit, like a big ass server, and each one of them acting like a capacitor within the server. And so it's just undead manipulating everything because all their stuff is undead previously lived. Like their ships themselves are undead creatures. They were like the corpses of these space whales, essentially, that were hollowed out and turned undead. So they're living things or unliving things that are, so instead of steel and cables and wires, it's dried up veins running muscles and bones.
That's gross. Yeah, I'm rereading a series, a vampire series. Well, actually, she's an animator that turns she's basically a lost art of necromancy.
Okay.
And, this is in a genre where vampires are legal citizens and stuff like that. And this one master vampire, he becomes intrigued with her, and he's trying to create a power triumvirate.
Okay.
And he's already got a master werewolf. And now he needs another person to complete the Trinity, and he's attracted to her power. I mean, she's very hot on top of that, but she's an animist. She raises the dead for lawyer firms and stuff to fix disputes between wills and things like that. Mm-hmm. But she seems to be a little more powerful than the average animator, and so she becomes more powerful because against her will, he binds her to him.
Okay.
To where she starts to become stronger. Her dead raising abilities becomes enhanced. He's able to influence her dreams, and she can see into his awareness, and she can see into the werewolf's awareness too. And then there was this one scene where she's hunting, like there's this rogue vampire, he's going around killing people, and she's been sent to kill it, but she doesn't know who it is. But she has a suspect, and she knows his name. And she walks into this church full of vampires, and she can feel where he is. And basically, she reaches out to the guy and commands him to stand up. He's like in the middle of the church, and he stands up. She pulls out her gun and blows his head off right there because she had the power to do it.
Right.
It was, oh man, it's crazy. Now, The quirk of that whole thing was like all master vampires bind themselves to every other vampire they make.
Right.
But this church of vampires, they didn't do that. They turn you into a vampire, but they want you to, be a good vampire based on your own will and not based on the will of the master vampire who made you. Mm-hmm. Well, these vampires are going around, giving hickeys to everybody and anybody and messing things up. And so she was going around killing the rogue vampires, and she was using this power to do it. Mm. God, dude. And you're talking about these guys got whole freaking ships full of these things?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely interesting because they have that classic undead tactic of, basically every fight that they are able to even barely scrape by in, they just replenish their ranks by turning all the fallen enemy and raising back up their ranks as their own. And so, yeah, you just have these fleets of various alien undead, but the master elite race of undead, like the original locals of the planet, they are essentially genetically undead, and they can't make any more of themselves. They are permanent fixtures. They are. I mean, if they die, they're gone, and they can't replenish their own numbers. And so they use all these undead enemy forces as like their shock troops and their main infantry and everything, because they can't make any more themselves. So why would they risk that? But
so the shock troopers don't have their own autonomy?
No. You basically.
Oh man, that sucks.
Imagine like a dreadnought-sized ship, and everyone is subservient to like the top 15 guys on board the ship, and everybody else is basically mindless undead. And it's really cool too how they handle like what do they call them, the bone troopers. They're like the drop ship shock troopers, and they just fly them in on drop ships, and they run out like whole squads of guys, 20, 30 guys at a time, and they're all these like think Nemesis from Resident Evil, but like that size, and they have bone armor, but it's like dense bone of like this creature that was on their homeworld that they just keep snapping and breaking pieces off to keep regrowing on those things, and they make armor plating out of that grows into their own undead tissue and becomes basically part of their own skin and bone and everything.
That sounds nasty.
Oh yeah, I mean it's that classic Frankenstein stitching everything together. But what's really interesting that I find fascinating from the lore of that game, they make their money, a majority of their money from the planet, by creating these things called necrografts. And what they do is they make things out of undead tissue that you could implant in yourself, that as a living creature that mimics the abilities of technological or even magical upgrades. But they do it all using the necrotic tissue and everything. And so whenever you have one of these things installed, it's cheaper, but as effective. But you then become classified as undead.
Yeah, you're infecting yourself.
Exactly. You qualify as undead if there's detect undead spells, and there's technology that detects the presence of necromantic energies and detects undead. And so if you get scanned by either of those things, you come up as undead. Any spells or technology that would affect undead, like a turn undead spell from a cleric or something along those lines.
Paladin,
yeah, would affect you, even though you're a living creature, but you have undead necrotic tissue, necrotized tissue inside of you. And so, yeah, I always thought that was kind of a really neat touch, as far as, because they have skin farms where it's just whole big vats of grown synthetic skin, essentially, that they infuse with necrotic energy, and it becomes unliving tissue, and they use that for like necrotic skin grafts, so that you can actually survive in space without a spacesuit, because your skin is undead skin and resistant to the cold. I mean, they've got things that'll swap out your adrenal glands so that it increases your reflexes, and mechanically speaking, boosts your movement speed and your dexterity score and that kind of thing. Yeah, it's just, it's really...
Man.
I mean, as somebody who grew up on just classic zombie stuff, it's crazy to see what you can do whenever you mix in a little bit of magic and fantasy in with the undead, and it really does become really clever, really cool.
Yeah, because when I'm growing up,
and then taking that and making it science fantasy, the future, take fantasy and then throw it a couple thousand years in the future and put it in spaceships, and that's what you get with Starfinder. It's because you got elves and dwarves and everything too, but then they're walking side by side with cyborgs, but androids. You have aliens from other solar systems. You got like the Vesk or the Patras. You've got Christ.
See,
so many
you
different
lost me
aliens and stuff,
after dwarf and elf. What's a Pactra? What's that?
Oh, it's like a tabaxi. It's like a cat folk.
Ah,
Or the Khajiit from Skyrim,
or Squatch.
Squanch.
Squatch.
No, these would be more humanoid than Squanch. But it's fascinating to see them do stuff like that. Because I grew up on a lot of like sci-fi, then fantasy, not a combination of. And so, other than Star Wars, but I mean, that's... So it's like,
comment, subscribe.
Yeah, that was the only real touch of science fantasy that I really grew up on. But and that one was, I mean, especially the original trilogy. You're talking about that being like a combination of essentially a World War II movie, a Western movie, and then a high fantasy in space movie. With that original trilogy. So yeah, not a lot of that genre, and I really do enjoy it. I would love to see more of it, and maybe something that I end up doing with us in the future.
Like I said, we just need to get Elon Musk out here and start buying shit, because the stuff that's out nowadays is fugazi. I mean, Cyberpunk 2077,
Yeah.
Something runner or something like that.
Edge Runners.
Edge Runner. Okay, I didn't know that Cyberpunk was that freaking, I guess, dystopian.
Oh yeah,
I guess that's the way to put it, because they basically showed, these people living hard, living fast, and dying young.
Yeah,
that's really all it was. Get as much as you can get as soon as you can get it, because it ain't gonna last.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept going, and it's like every time someone died, every time they got killed or blasted or whatever, it was because of something that they already set in motion.
Mm-hmm.
That one dude messing with that one cat that was obviously tweaking. Obviously. Your first instinct should have been, get away from this fool.
Right.
And he didn't. He went, okay, this is a prime opportunity to go messing with this guy. Went messing with him, and just, I mean, I think I looked away from the screen for like half a second.
And that's all it took.
And I come back, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, back it up. What happened? It blew this guy away.
Yep. Yeah, no, Cyberpunk, I mean, because it really is. I keep saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it until I get proven otherwise. We are living in a cyberpunk dystopian future now. We just don't have the level of technology. At least us here on the ground level don't. I don't have a grenade launcher built into my hand yet, but we are in that timeline, man. We're on our way to it. I mean, we have advanced AI that is collapsing infrastructure and career fields. You have advanced AI, learning machines. We have machine learning happening that's taking over those.
Yeah, we got AI making code for other code now.
Right. It's machines building machines,
This is some Westworld shit going on.
And then you've got...
Which is another freaking thing that shit...
Military is being privatized and running, global operations for paychecks. You got...
pretty much.
Drone technology taking over most of conventional warfare, and... You've got the capabilities of far-reaching governments hitting levels where essentially anyone on the top level is almost untouchable.
Yeah, I don't know about the almost part. Definitely untouchable.
And you've got corporations that are running everything. And they own everything.
And they own the people.
That make sure that
that they keep owning everything. Yeah. So
it's you will own nothing, you will be happy. Taken to a very realistic level.
That's just another way of saying we're taking over stuff, and you're going to get what we give you.
And you're going to keep paying us, or you will have nothing.
I mean, the happy part, I don't know about that. But people can get used to living with less. I mean, I've gotten used to living with less. I mean, I like to say it was my choice, but no, that was the circumstances that made me do. I mean, am I happy with it? Yeah, I'm happy with it because it's not as painful anymore.
Yeah, but now...
But it was painful on the way down.
Painful on the way down, and then even then, you've got you're renting the four walls you sleep in, and you've got to pay monthly for your car. You've got to keep paying yearly for registration on said car. You've got to pay monthly for the rent on your place.
Pay monthly on the phone I own.
And if you don't, they'll come take it.
Yeah, no phone.
This went a little dark, but I can spin it around back to the light here. How much longer before everybody keeps getting pushed down to Sir Duncan's level, to where all you've got is a hand-me-down sword and shield, and you're back to the wall, and no other choice but to fight your way up? What happens when you do that en masse to the entire population, basically? Because that's what they want. They're going to force us down to groveling slaves that are on every welfare program, and
I don't know,
and that way they can take it away from you whenever you act up.
I don't know. Honestly, well, totally off topic. I was reading something in my feed that came up about Iran. Not Iran. Where was it? Crap, I don't remember.
Oh, you better get this one right.
Nah. I know Iran is
Involved?
is collapsing. I know that much, but it was another country where the people simply just either killed or ran out everybody in government. Mm-hmm. Shit. It was one of the Asian countries. I can't remember which one it was.
One of the Asian countries?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
I can't remember which one it was.
Oh, my God. I know.
It's kind of strange, man, because it was hot shit news.
Was that Taiwan?
Nah, it wasn't Taiwan. Can't remember which one it was. Shit, it's gonna. As soon as we turn off the button, it's gonna hit me. But yeah, they basically the younger generation basically said, "Nah, you're not running shit anymore," and they just started killing and running people out of the country. Those who were rich enough and smart enough got out before it happened, but they burned down the entire government district. They burned it down. That's what happens, and they killed a lot of people in the process.
Nepal.
There we go.
Apparently, it also happened in Bangladesh and Myanmar.
Yeah, they just that's what happens. Now, it will be a very different story if that kind of shit happened here. Because here, our government officials aren't smart enough to stay out of gunshot range. They think, because when it happens, it's going to happen all at once. It's going to happen all at once.
Yeah.
These government officials, now, they think that they're some of them, they do have like a number of bodyguards. But
remember, drones are taking over conventional warfare. If they're not able, I mean, so I've seen some of these old guys and the way that they talk about technology. If they don't understand it, they're not going to know what to look for.
No,
they're going to be a threat to themselves, essentially.
Like I said, it's going to be a lot of dead people very quickly. And if the civilians, I should say, the rebellion, if it doesn't like overwhelm the military right away, and they're not going to. A lot of the civilians are going to be eating dirt.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, our newest drones, you won't even see them when they strike. They're thousands of feet in the air, and they can see your pimples.
They'll be past the horizon line. Yeah. They'll just be able to link up to a satellite that's already picked you out of a crowd.
They'll shoot you, be back home, and eating breakfast by the time you even realize you're dead. But if you know where those freaking flight pods are, say you were a retiree or even a guy who did one term, you know where those pods are. And I can tell you right now, the security for those pods is zero.
Yeah, because nobody knows they exist.
Well, they know they exist. They just don't know where they are. And
most of them, I imagine, are probably underground. Or
No. Sitting right there on the freaking tarmac. They look like freaking storage bins.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You can fly any kind of a drone, especially the Predator ones. You can have real-time actuation on the Predator on those things. Sitting right there out in the open. And heck, some of them, well, that was going on 25 years now. So hopefully their security is a little more updated. But before, you could walk right up to that door and pull that door open. You get the pilot. He's right there in front, right inside there. You get a bunch of freaking old anarchist fat bastards running around with huffing and puffing across the tarmac. If they don't die from a heart attack running across the tarmac. They can turn the tide on the war. If they don't blow a gasket running across there. I can't imagine a whole platoon of 300 plus weighted dudes running across.
Just picturing Antifa.
Huffing and puffing, trying to kill somebody.
Some Antifa cosplayers are out there just Naruto running across the tarmac.
Okay, like the Chicago mayor, he has a minimum of 6 security guards. A Chicago mayor, he knows people want to kill him, so he's guarded up.
Yeah.
Okay, your average government official, they got one, maybe one Secret Service agent.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so many of them, and they all got to get that protection, even after they fucking retire.
Yeah.
If they ever retire.
One Secret Service agent, and they take the same path to and from work. Just the paranoid guy in me.
No, I'll be saying nothing super illegal now.
No, I'm saying They already know this. I mean, the freaking Secret Service and the FBI, they know this thing. If one thing the FBI is really good at, they are good at like ascertaining threats. Like okay, this dude, because they can figure like your most, you know, your most really stupid, like, you know, bad guy or wannabe bad guy. They always broadcast what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
And FBI like, oh, there's another one, you know.
Oh, who's that guy wearing a black trench coat in the middle of July, walking
Yeah.
up the street looking like he's, you know, dead set on,
Yeah.
you know, on Senator so and so in particular. You know, it's,
Yeah, what's that singer that used to sing all those freaking anarchist songs? Hank something?
I don't know.
Guy who sings "I Walk the Line" or something like that.
Oh, fuck. Is that Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash. Yeah, he's that cat. You know, everybody seems to be like inner, you know, channeling their inner Johnny Cash, wearing all the freaking trench coats, and want to go hunt themselves a politician.
No, those are the ones that
It'll happen if it is ever going to happen in a cohesive moment. It happened all in one day, and then of course the government, once they realize that this is really, they're trying to overthrow the government, not some fake crap they're saying Trump is trying to do, but really trying to take over the government. That's when you start seeing them bombing everybody. They're trying to kill all the cockroaches before they go into the ground. You know?
Right. Yeah, you really have to get them all at once.
Yeah, you know, because this would be a hard fight because we got a lot of people who are armed. You know, a lot of it would. I mean, for the first couple, maybe you got some people like they'll give in or they give up or whatever, and then you'll get the hard cases who will go down fighting, and a lot of those cats have actual shooting experience. They're not some punk, you know, dirtbag who runs and guns. He's moving. He's sticking and moving. You know,
Man, this is gonna be a tough one to title.
but we need to get Elon Musk to buy freaking Game of Thrones. Forget all the rest of that shit. Firefly, Game of Thrones. What else do we get? A good horror movie. Come on, we need a really good horror movie.
I heard Markiplier's making one, and I've heard good things.
I heard Iron Lung is supposed to be a good movie.
Yeah, that's the one Markiplier's making.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's based off a video game, right?
I mean, Markiplier played a lot of video games. I don't know if Iron Lung. I don't know anything about it. I just seen.
I don't know anything about it
What
either.
the monster looks
it
like.
just keeps coming up on my feed that I should go see it, or I should have gone see it because it's probably out of theaters by now.
I'll say when. It actually did go out January 30th in theaters.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, it's about done.
Yeah, it's based on the indie video game of the same name. Yeah, set after a cosmic event called the Quiet Rapture causes stars and planets to vanish. The plot follows a convict piloting a submarine through a blood ocean on a desolate moon to find clues, earning his freedom if successful. It has been released in January 2026. Has been a surprise box office hit, praised for its claustrophobic atmosphere and tension, despite mixed reviews on its pacing.
Oh shoot, you got a dude.
I mean, it was a low budget movie, so it was.
Yeah.
It was a box office success because of that.
Yeah, and it was only in 1,000 theaters or some nonsense. It's built from the ground up. They totally bypassed all that Hollywood, you know, middleman stuff.
Oh wow, it was a $3 million budget. A shoestring budget by Hollywood comparison.
Yeah. So was Blair Witch Project. That was shoestring budget, and it made all of them millionaires.
Mm-hmm. It is still in theaters currently.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2.5, 3 weeks.
Well, Mr. Musk, I hope you hear my plea. You know, I wouldn't call him a hero, but I definitely would like to get his thoughts. Because I think anything that guy would point you to, it would be gold. You know, we'd have to record that and have like multiple duplicates, you know, so it's like, yeah, even if I did this half right, I think we would be set. We would be set. It's like, he goes, yeah, you need to get all these chicks pregnant. Roger that, Elon. I'm on it. I'm on it, sir. I'm willing and able.
I can't hero worship the guy. I can't hero
I'm
worship
not hero
anybody.
worshiping. I'm just saying I want to do something
Meaningful, purposeful.
Yeah, and he would he could steer me in the right direction. It was not. He can be.
What am I, chopped liver?
Oh, stop it! Stop it! It's kind of like, okay, it's not like I have game and I recognize game. I recognize this guy.
He's built like something.
Yeah,
He will. A whole other level.
He will make it happen. He has. I won't say the Midas touch, but he definitely has a. He goes, you want to know how to do this? This is how you can do it. And I'm pretty sure
it would work.
It would work if you did exactly what he said.
He's got a knack. I read somewhere that like the dude has cut out all noise in his schedule. It is all like it's anything that isn't directly from the time he wakes up to the time he goes to bed. If whatever he's got on his agenda for the day doesn't directly line up to whatever he's getting done,
he doesn't do it.
It's nothing to him.
When I started subtly getting obsessed with Elon Musk, I once read how he dealt with the problem of infrastructure in connectivity when he first bought, Twitter. They said, "Oh, sir, you can't because these server lines they're branched together. You can't do it." This is when he's like in his private jet flying to this another destination. He goes, "Well, because the bundle cluster is in this city," and he goes, "Yeah, turn the plane around." Turned the plane around. They went to the nearest store and bought like a high-powered saw. Went into the server room and sawed through all the connections. No problem. Just totally destroyed the connectivity of all of it. And it went down. And he says, "Okay, now we're going to rebuild it from scratch, starting right here, and excluding this part." And they told him it couldn't be done. They got it done on like 3 days.
Right.
I was like, yeah, that's some gangster shit. I mean, I couldn't just walk in and destroy shit and say, "Okay, fix that, fix it," and I want it to work like this. And then, I mean, he did not hear the "I can't do it" or "it's impossible." Those things don't mean anything to him,
right?
So I'm like, "Hey, dude, I just want to make my podcast better." I'm pretty sure he would figure out a way to do it. And it would probably be very painful and something that I probably didn't want to do.
Yeah, very morally questionable.
Yeah, but it would work, no doubt. I don't doubt it for a second.
Well, it's like me and Kitty were talking the other night, and like just between the core group of people we have listening to the podcast and then ourselves, the ones doing it. If we each just set a device, watching the show, our own episodes on the loop,
we could boost our
hours.
algorithm, yeah.
Well, not just boost the algorithm, because like for monetization, we need 4,000 hours in a year. If we each set a device, if 7 of us set a device to watching it 24 hours a day, we could knock that portion of it out in like a month. Just 7 of us listening to it round the clock. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't get us our subscriber count.
No.
So we need 1,000 subscribers. Right now we're sitting at 87. We're slowly crawling up, but we need more people to like, comment, and subscribe, and
pass
share
the word.
Around.
Share and comment.
Yeah, so if we can hit those numbers,
and that's why a lot of people who do podcasts on the long haul,
they're the ones that make it.
Yeah, they take 4, maybe 3 or 4 years, and then boom.
Yeah, but
or they get one of those viral moments where they get like 20,000 views in one.
But you have to be ready to. It's literally lightning in a bottle.
But you got to be ready to ride that magic carpet, or you'll fall off that motherfucker in the middle.
One hit wonder.
Yeah. So, like, what's her name? Hawk Tuiger.
Oh God. Oh God.
I mean, she was.
I'm so happy that I haven't heard anything about her in like a year now.
Because she crashed and burned. I mean, it was a shooting star, and the star came back to Earth. And unfortunately, she surrounded herself with people who didn't either believe the vision or couldn't handle the grandness of the vision.
Well, I don't think she wanted it. It wasn't.
I mean, she probably won't. Yeah, maybe she wanted to cash in quick.
Well, I don't think she meant to be a viral hit. She was just making a random fucking gross comment on a street podcast on somebody else's show. And just rode with it. I mean, good on her for trying to ride it out for as long as she could go. But
kind of like one episode of America's Top Model or American Idol. They sing one song really well.
Yeah. Or America's Got Talent.
America's Got Talent. You got one. We got one trick you know how to do really well, and it showed up really good on that television spot. But after that, what is there?
Yeah. What else you got? Can you keep it up? Can you stay consistent? that's going to be
Not everybody can be Fantasia.
I'm already thinking of. I mean, I'm always thinking about what the future of our show is going to look like. What's our next step? What else can we do to stay relevant? To stay.
I think
on the game,
I think I dedicate a couple hours to doing that every day, trying to figure out, man, what's next? What can we talk about next?
Right.
It's good.
Well, I mean, we're gonna have to rehash some things, but I mean, like that's
it's not.
I mean, how many episodes have we done where we just talked about Alien? We've done a handful of those.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're allowed to talk about things again.
Yeah, I'm not doubting that. I mean, I like the show. I mean,
I don't mean just Alien. I mean like
just
stuff we've already talked about. We can go more in depth with.
Yeah.
Or revisit now that we have new.
Now that we got new
members.
data. Yeah. Now we got new people with different points of view.
But eventually, I would love to see more connectivity with the audience. I mean, we get the occasional comment here and there trickling in, but like
it's happening.
If we could see actual, like I said, if we could do an actual live show and just respond and react to people talking to us directly, that would be nice.
And look, and not to knock wood or anything. I mean, I got people now. There's 2 people now who don't call me by my regular name. They know my regular name. They don't call me by my regular name. They call me Big Smoke. Kind of makes me feel kind of a way. I mean, so I'm like,
I've almost done it a couple of times at work, but
yeah, I need more of this. I mean, they're college students. They're 2 of our subscribers at college.
Okay.
And we deliver pizza to them on the regular.
Yeah.
And every time I see them, and it's always at night, and they're Big Smoke, man. And I was like, oh shit!
Hello, random citizen.
Yeah, they know who I am. It cracks me up, man. Like I should shave my beard more. I need to be more presentable. I got an image to protect, Ah, man, okay. It's a trip. It really is a trip.
I just can't wait until the day where we can really just pour the whole attention and focus into this show that it deserves. It's whenever we can eventually leave behind the day job and grow into this.
Yeah, where we walk into like the building and try to figure, okay, this is what we're going to be doing next month, following down to the year after that to.
Hey, fuck, we could be doing that now, but we got to get everybody in the same room.
Yeah, we got to get past the daily life. If we can get that, then yeah.
No, I mean, I tell you what, Kitty's already got some ideas, so I mean that's.
Yeah, don't mess that up, dude. I mean, she's jumping in with both feet.
She's dedicated to the cause.
I was like, yeah. It's kind of like, you're in the trenches and you're shooting over the berm, and she's handing you the freshly, loaded rifle and taking it, and she's back there packing the gunpowder and putting the bullet in, and then she's handing it up to you. Boom! She's back down there.
I was thinking more she's handing fresh belts for the gun. That works too. Old school.
She's pulling the grenade. Yeah, she's a trooper.
While also coordinating, over the radio, calling in airstrikes and shit.
Yeah, she's a trooper. I'm not gonna lie.
She's way more organized than I am.
I saw that notebook and I'm like, in small print, like every page. I'm like,
every page, multiple pages.
Yeah, I'm like, good. She's dedicated a lot of time. I'm like, oh crap, I thought of that, but I didn't write it down. Oh crap, I thought of that. Shit, I didn't think of that. Well, hey, that's fuck me.
Right.
You're like, yeah, she's thinking a lot of shit.
It's a shame she's burning through all of her sick leave already.
Yeah. So we just got to keep her freshed up on vape and freaking, keep her stimulated.
Keep her fed and happy.
Yeah.
So I'll go in on the foot rubs and the in the DoorDash.
Yeah. Take care of this one. Oh, I miss my kitty. I hope she's feeling good.
Yeah,
she can't possibly be asleep now because
she's not asleep, but she is bored as hell.
Yeah, I'm about to say she's been sleeping all day, so she's probably not asleep. All right, man. I think we should cut it right there.
Yeah, about an hour and 20 in.
Yeah,
we're at that sweet spot.
Yeah, right. I think we go.
We'll wrap it there. It's All right, folks. If you've been listening for a while now, you already know what to do. Nightwatch Podcast on Facebook. Share that around too. Get people interested on it. We've got the Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts through Podbean, and then our home here on YouTube. Share it around. Subscribe. Get people talking about it. If you'd like to financially support the channel and help us get some new equipment, some upgrades, our coffee page is set up, ko-fi.com/Nightwatch Podcast, ready for one-time or monthly subscription donations. And that's going to be it for this shift, folks. We will see you on the next one.
Yeah, and remember, this is when you almost caught Jack Sparrow.
Oh, yeah, and check out a Night of Seven Kingdoms. It's pretty good so far.
Yes, sir.
All right, time to empty out the mop bucket, run the trash, and hit the lights. Go get off my time clock and be safe getting home.